Good morning. Today I am presenting our project on sentiment analysis and emotion detection, which focus on analyzing our emotion and opinion from social media text data. I am author of this paper, Anjali Parmar, and the co-author is Palak Kukaria, and the second author is Harshal Makwana. Uh, Content is introduction, objective, literature survey, problem definition, proposed work, dataset, result. Then introduction. Uh, the introduction is sentiment analysis and emotion detection as related, closely related. Sentiment analysis identify overall polarity like positive, negative, and neutral. Then emotion detection identifies specific such as happiness, anger, sadness. Then this scope is sentiment analysis broader, while emotion detection are more detailed. Then second, sorry. Then this is the literature survey. The literature survey. Literature we reviewed existing research to understand the current methods, challenges, and performance trends in emotion detection and sentiment analysis. This is the papers of and this is methods. अभी तक जो भी रिसर्च हुआ है उसमें अदरवाइज CNN और अदरवाइज LSTM मेथडोलॉजी का यूज़ किया है बट हमने जो यूज़ किया है वो बोथ कंबाइन सेंटिमेंट एंड सेंटिमेंट एनालिसिस एंड अटेंशन मैकेनिज्म CNN एंड LSTM का यूज़ करके हमने ये मॉडल ट्रेन किया है. Then existing one of the key paper CNN and LSTM based on deep learning model for emotion detection on Twitter published in 2023. This will highlight the effectiveness of hybrid deep learning model. Then existing work model. There is a huge amount of user generated text on social media. Traditional model only detect the polarity and fail to capture emotion depth. They also struggle with the information language and the ambiguity. So our goal is to build a hybrid deep learning model that detect both sentiment and fine-grained emotion effectiveness. This is our diagram of existing work. This is the Twitter data models. This problem definition work proposed was BERT model is used for feature extraction, CNN is used for local pattern detection, and LSTM used for sequential context. Then second feature proposed work. This is the diagram of our proposed work. This is used for work embedding, then convolution layer, LSTM layer, attention mechanism, and dense layer. CN extract local n-gram features, LSTM capture long-term dependency, and attention mechanisms give important to emotionally significant words. This is the feature extraction. Convolution layer 1D convolution extract local n-gram feature, then temporal feature extraction LSTM, output through LSTM model. Example, this is the example. I am feeling really happy today. The bird used for tokenized to example sentence I am feeling really happy today too. So it identify using but the word is happy gets the meaningful embeddings which are processed through CNN, LSTM and attention mechanism identify emotional accuracy. Twitter dataset, video rec. This is Reddit dataset. Then our conclusion. Then conclusion, we have proposed CNN LSTM attention mechanism demonstrate exceptional performance in emotion classification task on both Reddit and Twitter dataset, achieving accuracy 95% or 97 respectively. This is our references. Thank you.
I am Dr. Manmohan Singh from Galgotias University. Here, the Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047 conferences are a series of academic, policy, and stakeholder driven events aligned with India's vision to become a developed nation by the century of independence in 2047. These conferences bring together government officials, researchers, industry leaders, educators, and youth to deliberate on multi-sectoral strategies, opportunities, and challenges essential for realizing long-term socio-economic and technological transformation. Here, first paper has written by Anjali Parmar and given the survey of sentimental analysis and emotion detection techniques. Sentimental analysis and emotion detection are key areas within natural language processing. These papers focused on interpreting subjective information in text. Sentiment analysis identifies the polarity of opinions such as positive, negative, or neutral, while emotion detection goes further to recognize nuanced human emotion like joy, anger, fear, and sadness. This survey explores the evolution of methods from traditional lexicon based and machine learning techniques to state of the art deep learning and transformer based model. So here he has well described the survey of sentimental analysis and emotion detection. The work reviews prominent dataset used for training and evolution, ranging from annotated social media posts and product reviews to specialized emotional corporata. It also highlights critical challenges in the field, including handling subtitles, sarcasm, multi-language support, domain adoption, and the scarcity of high-dimension emotion level data.
Namaskaram to everyone. I am Dr. Bharat from Chanakya University. I would like to discuss on policy implications of uncontrolled urban sprawl in India's smart city initiative, focusing on Pune, Bhopal, and Visakhapatnam. I thank organizers for providing me an opportunity to present at Gurukul to Global, paving path to Viksit Bharat 2047. India is aiming to become the third or second largest economy of the world with $30 trillion dollars GDP and 18,000 per capita income. In order to achieve this big target, India is focusing on key areas for the development, such as digital economy, research innovation, and space technology. Smart cities is one such kind of mission which aim to ensure the sustainable development of the India. So it was launched in the year 2015 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji with a grant of 1,64,000 crores. So there are various objectives focused like enhancing this quality of the life and efficient resource usage and sustained economic growth and also improving the public safety. So whenever you consider any smart city model, it is mainly focusing on retrofitting, redevelopment, and greenfield development. Retrofitting focus on improving the existing infrastructure. Redevelopment focus on rebuilding the existing infrastructure to fit into the sustainable growth. And greenfield development talks about the building the city from the scratch. Out of 100 cities selected for the smart city program, except Amravati, all the cities are falling on any one of the model like retrofitting or redevelopment. Amravati has a uniqueness of to become the greenfield city for the under the smart city mission. But if you look at the India smart city, there is a lot of challenges because 40% of India is projected to be part of urban areas, and there is a limited funding, and also there is a private sector collaboration is lacking, and also there is a lack of coordination between the various line departments, which is posing the various challenges and also the competitiveness and as well as cooperativeness. So in order to understand this further, we selected three different cities: Bhopal, Pune, Visakhapatnam. Bhopal is known for its cultural heritage. Pune is known for its IT/BT sector and also the automobile sector. Visakhapatnam is a port city in the eastern coast of India. So we looked at the traditional remote sensing data from 1985 to 2024 of the multispectral resolution sensors and collected from across the different resolution. We followed the traditional protocol of the analyzing the remote sensing data, and also we ensure that there is no errors in the image analysis. So we try to understand the spatio-temporal land use statistics across the cities, and also in order to in account the peri-urban growth, we have considered the 10-kilometer buffer of the city. So we have looked at the spatial metrics. Spatial metrics, also known as landscape metric, which helps to understand the the growth of the city, at the same time the shape complexity of the city. So these are the three the results of the analysis. If you look at the Bhopal, which is had the higher agriculture and other land uses in the year 1995, which has transformed into the urban area, and there is a clearly shown the 5% urban cover has increased to 18% by 2024, and major commercial areas development like Kolar Road, Ayodhya bypass has seen the large scale urbanization. And if you look at the peri-urban area, you can clearly see that across the national highways and the metro and other transport region, there is a large-scale urban areas formed, and this shows the further from 1995 to 2024 how the forest cover as a green cover has lost over a period of time, and also how the agriculture cover has lost. And if you look at the Pune region, in 1985 it is predominantly low density urban area. In 2005 it has become the more residential and commercial hub. In 2015 you can see that because of the expansion due to the Mumbai Pune highway, industries, tourism and other suburban township, Pune has transformed not only the core part of the city and the peri-urban areas. And if you look at the real estate is the one of the reason for Pune's development, and also the global industries which came into the Pune. And if you look at the Vizag has also suffered from the urban areas, and also it looks if you look at the most of the urban areas is beyond the city portion, and smaller patches were also looked at large across the highways of the peri-urban area, and built-up area has increased from 273 square kilometer to 325 square kilometer by 2025, reflecting the growth across the city and its peri-urban area. And the city landscape has transformed into the more and more urban area, and the peri-urban area is also transformed because and rising to the fragmentation. And in order to understand further, we have looked at the spatial metrics like number of patches, which clearly shows there is a large scale number of patches in the peri-urban area, whereas the city is becoming more and more concentrated. And if you look at the Euclid, the nearest neighbor distance of the urban patch has reduced. Earlier, it was very high in the core portion, and the core portion has reduced, and the urban area also has reduced, which clearly shows there is a large scale urban patches for created in the peri-urban area because of the expansion of the transportation and other infrastructure. If you look at the positive impact of the smart city, there is a good improvement in terms of the traffic, and also the smart bus shelters were constructed, and there is a lot of regeneration of water bodies also there, and also there is a various public Wi-Fi hotspot and were provided, and there is also ecotourism initiatives also, which mainly supporting the green infrastructure. To conclude, the smart cities as significantly contributing for the India's GDP, and also there is a need to ensure that green infrastructure, public transportation, and sustainable housing policies need to be enhanced to curtail the unplanned urban growth in the peri-urban area. And there is a requirement of technology-driven governance, implementing by AI and and JS-based planning efficiently for the city management. These planning initiatives can help the smart cities with the sustainable development framework and help the cities and also ensure the global economy. I thank once again for the providing an opportunity. Thank you one and all. Namaskaram.
In second paper, Bharat Setu has represented a often overlooked dimension of India's smart city initiative, the policy implication of uncontrolled urban sprawl with a focused case study of Pune, Bhopal, and Visakhapatnam. Using multi-temporal spatial analysis spanning nearly 4 decades, the study systematically evaluates land use changes not only within core urban areas but also across peri-urban buffer zones, offering a more holistic understanding of urban expansion. From a policy perspective, the paper makes a strong case for rethinking current smart city planning frameworks. It urges that development strategies focused primarily on core urban areas are insufficient and calls for integrated peri-urban planning aligned with sustainability goals.
So, hi, my name is Shreya Bhatt. I am working as an assistant professor in Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. So, as we know that cardiovascular are the one of the leading cause of the death globally. Therefore, a quick and accurate diagnosis is extremely important. So, basis on this, my research title name an analysis of cardiac elements through artificial intelligence. Using an CNN and LSTM models, I want to analyze coronary artery condition and predict heart disease with more efficiently. The results show that CNN performed the best, achieving an accuracy of 98.72%, which proves that AI-based system can support doctor and making faster and more reliable decision for the patient care. Based on this, I just want to find out that how people should affect with this daily life that can change people health also. Thank you so much.
Third paper, Bhatta Shreya has presented a comprehensive analysis of cardiac disease detection using artificial intelligence, focusing on the automated assessment of coronary artery conditions through supervised machine learning techniques. The study evaluates and compares the performance of convolution neural network and long short-term memory models using the widely adopted Cleveland heart disease dataset. Through rigorous experimentation, the result demonstrates that the CNN-based model significantly outperforms the LSTM approach, achieving a high diagnostic accuracy of 98.72%, along with superior precision recall and F1 score. These findings highlight the strong capability of deep learning models, particularly CNNs, in capturing complex patterns relevant to coronary artery disease prediction. Overall, this study makes a valuable contribution at the intersection of artificial intelligence and medical diagnostics, offering insights that are relevant to researchers, clinicians, and healthcare technology in the various fields.
A very warm good evening to all of you. I'm Smita Rai Agarwal. I'm the PhD scholar of the Avantika University, Ujjain. Today I will present my research paper titled Social Engineering Attack and the Prevention Technique. Social engineering is a type of the cyber attack that targets the human behavior instead of the technical system. Rather than hacking, software attackers manipulate the people by exploiting emotions such as fear, urgency, trust, and the curiosity. So, the main research question of this paper is how effective are training, organizational policies, and technical controls in reducing employees' susceptibility to social engineering attacks. This paper discusses several widely used social engineering techniques like the phishing, wishing, smishing, pretexting, baiting, tailgating. So the literature reviews it shows the phishing is the most common attack vector, which is like targeted attack like speak phishing have the higher access rate, and the psychological factor approx authority, urgency, fear, social proof. These are the psychological attack. When user feel pressure or panic, they often act without verifying the request, leading to the security breaches. What my methodologies are a quantitative simulation based research design. I use the 300 employees participated, in which 100 from the finance, 100 from the human resource, and 100 for the IT and the engineering. So the pre-training phishing simulation was conducted and then followed by the 6-week cybersecurity awareness training program. Then a post-training phishing simulation are performed. The result shows a significant improvement in employee behavior, that is like reduced from the 32 to 11%. Submission dropped from the 12% to 3, and the reporting rates are from 8 to 39. So, social engineering remains a major cyber security threat. So, technical solution alone are not satisfied or not sufficient. So, multi-layered defense approach combining training, policies, MFA, and reporting. So, to conclude, human behavior can be the weakness link or the strongest defense depending on the awareness and training. This is all about my side, and thank you Vedanta Development System to giving me opportunity. Thank you so much.
Smita Rai has written the paper on the emotional and social engineering attacks delivered through SMS message. The study proposes a supervised machine learning based detection framework using TF IDF text representation and a random forest classifier to distinguish legitimate message from emotionally manipulative and promotional spam. Using a labeled SMS dataset, the authors demonstrate that the proposed approach achieves strong classification performance with an accuracy of approximately 97% and an excellent ROCAUC of around 0.985, the indicating robust discriminative capability of between spam and original message. Overall, this work provides a clear, well-evaluated, and interpretable solution for SMS, spam, and social engineering detection, making it relevant for researchers, practitioners, and system designers working on mobile security, text analytics, and applied machine learning. I realize that these conferences play a pivotal role in consolidating vision, building a consensus on strategic priorities, and translating developmental goals into research, policy, and practices. They contribute to India's long term planning efforts and help mobilize collective actions toward achieving the Viksit Bharat vision by 2047. Thank you for all who presented the papers in this conference, and also thank you for Vedant who had given this opportunity to me to review four papers in this conference. Thank you.